Welcome, entrepreneurs. We are live. Welcome, entrepreneurs. Welcome to 5 days to organize your legal affairs and generate over $1 million. Tonight is our final session. This is the 5th session, the live Q&A session. It's an honor and a privilege to be here with you tonight. And I'm so excited. We've been through a lot this week. And this evening, you get a chance to ask all your burning questions that you've been having this entire week. And I'm super excited to be able to answer to them. I'm Olivia Marcu-Iordanescu. I'm an international business lawyer, and I'm the founder of spotlegal.io, where I partner with high-performing multi-preneurs to streamline their legal processes so they get funding. Before we start, I want to take a minute to allow for everyone to get online, be here, be fully present, get a pen and paper. Remember to bring your glass. We're gonna cheer to this holiday and to the new year at the end of the session. And let me know who is here tonight with us, who's online, and who has their questions ready. Where are you joining from? Let me know in the comments. I'm super, super excited to be here with you, and welcome everyone, wherever you are. So, and a few technical reminders. If you missed any of the sessions, you will be able to watch the replays in my exclusive Facebook community, Legal Hacks for Entrepreneurs. Make sure to join in this evening, as they will be available there only until Tuesday next week. So if you haven't done so already, sign up for the Facebook group, Legal Hacks for Entrepreneurs, and all the recordings will be available there. This week, we had in total 5 sessions, 5 amazing sessions of 5 days to organize your legal affairs and generate over $1 million in your business. What a journey. In day 1, we looked at fundamental legal affairs, how to set a strong legal foundation in your business, like the setup, the essential 1 step that you want to start with. On the second session, we looked at the connection between contract and cash flow in your business. In the third session, we talked about assets and monetization. And yesterday, we looked at what are some legal strategies to grow and scale your business. And this session is the final session where I answer live to all your questions. Or at least I'm going to try to, because there's been quite a few, and I try to put them into categories. And of course, if you have more questions that you want to ask this evening, let us know in the comments, and I'll be here to answer those live. We are streaming live on my social media channels, on Facebook, on my page, in the group that I was just talking to you about, the Legal Hacks for Entrepreneurs community, and on my LinkedIn page, so we can reach as many entrepreneurs as possible. So do share your questions. I'm sure, as I've seen from the questions you've already sent to me at hello@spotlegal.io, that your questions are not that different from each other. So you're gonna see. All right, so let's start. Let's have a look at some of the questions that have been coming in this week. One particular was related to NDAs, because we looked at that basically in every session. We mentioned that. We talked about confidentiality agreements. And a lot of you asked if I offer such an NDA, if I supply such a service. I do offer legal services. I'm an attorney at law. I'm a qualified attorney. I'm a member of the Romanian Bar Association and the German Bar Association, and I provide legal assistance and representation services on matters of international and European law. And I have extensively worked in the past years with online businesses, with digital legal matters, digital marketing. So some main areas of focus have been technology and digital law, intellectual property law, corporate and finance, my favorite topic, contract law, and privacy. So I can definitely assist you with drafting a non-disclosure and confidentiality agreement, or you can purchase your own legal template at spotlegal.io on our platform, and my team will leave a link for that in the comments. Now, depending on your situation, on your factual situation, you can choose on the platform between having a unilateral confidentiality agreement, so where you are disclosing, it's a one-sided disclosure, but there are also those situations where both parties are making mutual disclosures, and there is a separate legal template for that. So have a look and pick what's right for your particular situation. Another question is also around the topic of non-disclosure agreements. Ben was sharing about his idea to build a rough prototype, and he is talking to someone who is experienced in assisting to build the product and market it. And since it's his first idea and he would like to move on, he's kind of stuck on trusting this future business partner, this representative that would actually introduce him to future business partners. So first of all, congratulations on your invention. This is super inspiring. This is exactly the kind of entrepreneurs we work with. And I'm super excited to hear more from you on how this is developing. And I get it. The reason I picked your question, like I said, is not very different from other questions we got, but trust comes up a lot in the legal strategy sessions that I have with my clients. And I totally get it, especially in our current context where everything is happening online. And I truly believe that the tools and the actionable items that I've given you in the masterclass are extremely valuable in terms of building that trust with your business partners. Particularly what I was sharing with you in the second session. If you weren't there, go and watch the replay. Because we looked at what are the stages of a contract, and you always want to start by getting to know your future business partner. And how you do that is that you do your own due diligence on them, and ask for some corporate information that you can verify in public sources, and double check that everything is in place, the company is incorporated, who is the manager of the company, and sign a non-disclosure agreement before disclosing any business secrets or any elements of your invention or future project with them. Now, like I said, you can rewatch the session in my exclusive Facebook group, Legal Hacks for Entrepreneurs. So make sure to join in tonight. And now here's the thing. There's something else I want to mention around this. While the tools in this masterclass are extremely valuable and they will help you set a strong legal foundation for your business, They're not legal advice. I mentioned this before, right? There's other elements that need to happen in order for us to be able to establish a client-attorney relationship. And of course, I strongly advise you, in order to get legal advice, to have a conversation with me and book a free legal strategy session. And then we can have a look at what are some options for you, and you can decide whether or not you want to hire me. Because it really depends on the facts of your case. And from what I hear most of the times from entrepreneurs, if you're looking to build that trust with your future business partners to help you market your idea or go into a new market or get funding, if you're talking to investors, before you sign anything or you shake hands on anything, just have a little bit of strategy, of legal strategy on that, okay? And I can definitely help you with that. And all you have to do is book a free legal strategy session with me. Good. Another question is, what are legal templates? The legal templates that we have on spotlegal.io are forms or models of the most common contracts and documents that our clients use on a daily basis in their business. So basically, it's what's helping you start on the right foot and set that strong legal foundation in your business. And here is what I want you to know and understand, and it's extremely important that you understand what we're actually offering, right? The legal templates are forms built by us, by me in particular, based on my experience working for 16 years with multi-preneurs, with large corporations. And what I wanted to actually achieve through the legal templates that you find on spotlegal.io is actually two things. One is simplicity, something that you can take right away and use in your business immediately. And two, I really wanted you to be able to build a strong legal ground, a basis for your future development. So when you purchase a legal template on spotlegal.io, you don't get just a 2-pager form. What you actually get is a contract that will give you a lot of leeway in the future to make changes. I know that your business is going to evolve. I have clients that have purchased templates and bundles from me and for whom I've drafted such standardized contracts and forms, and they never come back, 10 years later. They're still using that legal template. So that is what you can expect to find in those legal templates. And of course, the next level of that is having a conversation. We saw in working with our clients that there aren't that many legal resources out there that online entrepreneurs can, simply use in their business so that they become compliant on the spot with the myriad of legal requirements in the current digital and multi-jurisdictional context. And in the absence of such reliable resources, online entrepreneurs, either ask a friend or maybe a mentor or Google for something that is free out there online. And it's basically a non-legal resource. Yeah. Well, we thought if nothing changes in this area, if the online entrepreneurs continue to use non-legal resources, then they will be misinformed, and so will their clients. And what happens, the consequence of that is that there will be a misunderstanding of the nature and scope of the relationship, the business relationship that is formed between them. And ultimately, that can not only lead to conflicts, but really affect their reputation. Okay, so That's what you can find on spotlegal.io. And now the templates themselves, since they are forms, they're also not legal advice in themselves. And in order for you to establish a client-attorney relationship with me, you would have to book a free legal strategy session, and for me to understand the factual situation, and we move from there. I will give you options so that you decide what is best for you. Now, also the templates are perfectible. In my 16 years of experience, I've always come back to them and updated them. And, there are so many changes in the digital context that before you sign anything, I would always advise you that you talk to a lawyer and you get legal advice and a legal sign-off on a deal that you are making with a future business partner. Great. So lots of you asked how to order. To order on spotlegal.io is simple. You go on the website on spotlegal.io/store, and my team will drop now a link in the comments to the store, and you can choose the legal template that you want. You will find a brief description of each item and the preview. And what this preview gives you a picture of what you can expect to find in that legal document in terms of what is covered, what sections are included, but also information about for whom and for what purposes is that legal template, so that you have enough information to decide, is this something that you need now? And after you've chosen an item and you add it to your basket, then you follow the steps to check out. It's really simple. It's no different than any other e-commerce platform, which I'm sure you're familiar with nowadays. Good. Here's a specific one. We are a couple. We are both software developers working from home. Congratulations. And we are now developing an app which we want to test before we go to market. What's your best advice for us on the legal side? How to best protect our software? Amazing. Well, first of all, congratulations. Like I said, I know what it's like to work with your life partner on a project. My husband is my partner in my business, and he's responsible for the technical part. So welcome to the club. And secondly, I invite you to go on spotlegal.io and use as much as you can from the forms that you find there. I've already created like specific for software development services, and I think you'll particularly find useful the bundle, and my team will also drop a link for you to make it easier to find that. But if you find that this is not enough for you, and it sounds like you have some concerns actually, and rightfully so, I mean, your software is your baby, and you don't want it to be copied or stolen or, something to go wrong with it. And at the same time, you need to run tests so that, you can anticipate improvements, or where are some glitches, or, what are some potential liabilities, as we say. Then the best thing to do is to book a free legal strategy session with me so we can have a look at what's the best approach for you. I couldn't really advise you here on the spot. I would need a lot more information than that. Things like, do you have a company of your own, or together, the two of you? Or do you have a contract with the company? Did you develop this software as part of your job or a contract with a company? What else? Will you be testing with an independent third-party testing lab? Or is this something done in-house or with some private freelancers. I need a little more background on it. So these are just some examples of questions that I would typically want to ask you and understand so that I can get a full picture of your situation before I can give you my best legal advice. And that we can only do in the strategy call. It takes 30 minutes and you can book it through oliviaiordanescu.com. Great. Yeah. Two things, two questions that were also repeating is you talk a lot about funding and getting funding, but actually we just need some basic advice. And there's a lot of free information out there. Why not use that? I think it's great that there's a lot of information available online and that we can access it from anywhere in the world. So I guess it really depends what you want, at what stage you are, what are some risks that you are exposing yourself to. And from what I understand, you're asking me if it's okay for you to get legal advice on YouTube or TikTok or online. Well, first of all, whatever is out there on YouTube or social media is not legal advice. It's for educational purposes, and it's really important that you are clear about that. It's meant to raise awareness about specific topics of law and to help you build that knowledge, to have a framework, like a reference framework. And I also have a YouTube channel, and I joined TikTok just for fun. I wanted to try it out and see what it's all about. And also I wanted to not be left behind, by my kids. Just needed to keep up. Is that fear of missing out, right? But also because I wanted more entrepreneurs to get access to some of the things I learned in my 16 years of experience, ideas, to share ideas. It's to raise awareness, basically. And if I can contribute in this way is really wonderful. I love that about the internet. Now, whether or not you should rely on something like that, or you should trust someone who is out there on the internet, that's more of a judgment call. But I would say always, when you are seeking legal advice, always seek to speak with a qualified attorney at law, someone who has been trained and is part of a professional body who can provide you with that reliable legal advice. That's really important. And yes, that's also a way to build trust. Now, I talk a lot about funding, as that is my area of expertise and of passion, if you want. I actually enjoy this part of the law. And then, when choosing your lawyer, you want to look at what is their practice focus, what are some areas of law in which they work. And, don't hire an employment lawyer if you want them to draft an investment agreement for you, right? So that's kind of the context. And so I mentioned that a lot because it's something that I do and I love. And also, you mentioned basic advice. So, for instance, if this basic advice that you're referring to would be regarding incorporating a company, and that's fine. I mean, there's lots of states, not just in the European Union, in the USA, and all over the world, where the company incorporation process has been streamlined, which is something we are passionate about too, right? So you can do it really quickly online, and that's absolutely fine. But then there is a next level to that. Like if you plan to have a partner in your business, you're co-founding, and then there are certain agreements between the two of you, then you need a special contract between yourself and your partner. where you explain how you exercise your shareholding rights, or how decisions regarding investments are made, and so on. Or if you want to derogate from the standard financial year, because budgeting and forecasting in your jurisdiction or in your line of business, in your industry, is done differently. Or you are Polish and you want to start a business in Germany and you're wondering if that's possible and what are some tax implications, and so on and so forth. So these are just some examples. For these kind of topics, you would need to talk to a qualified lawyer. And YouTube and Google is not going to be able to provide you with the answers that you are looking for. Okay, good. So I'm glad we got that cleared up. There's been lots of questions from coaching professionals. I absolutely love that. I'm a performance coach myself, and I can totally relate to this profession, and I'm so grateful to the difference and the impact that this work is making in the world. So the question is, do you have anything for coaching professionals as legal templates? Yeah, on spotlegal.io, we've organized the legal templates by professional services providers, by categories. So for example, we have a whole range of legal templates that a coaching provider uses or needs in their business, whether it's private coaching services, so for one-on-one sessions, or group coaching sessions, to the privacy part in their business, including the privacy notice that you need to have on your website, and terms of use and terms and conditions for the website. What I really want you to keep in mind, though, is, it's one thing to have these templates and implement them on your website, but it's a totally different thing to actually apply those things that you've written there, right? So that being said, whenever you purchase legal templates, make sure you read them through, get clear on what is provided in there, and that your processes, your internal processes, the way you function in your business is compliant with that, right? We have another group of professionals on the platform, and those are trainers and facilitators and consultants, for whom we've also included everything they need to have their business going as a legal foundation. And then we have the software development services and IT&C consultants. Yeah, that's because we've worked extensively with them. Cool. Yes, another question is, I've purchased a legal template on the platform. What can I do with it? Okay, so how it works with the legal templates that you purchase on spotlegal.io is that once you've paid, you get a download button, and you also receive the form via email in Word format. So that's an editable format that you can immediately use right after your purchase. And you can use it to make your own legal template, so adapt it. But if you want, so here's the thing, you can use it. Let's take the example of the non-disclosure agreement, right? Or the coaching services agreement. Of course, you're going to be able to use that as many times as you want with your clients. So if you have 30 clients or 100 clients, it doesn't make a difference. You have your own contract form, and you can use it with all those clients. Or in the case of the NDA, with the business partner. What you can't do with the legal template is, say, build your own platform for templates and sell our models there. Now, if you have any questions around that and need more clarification, you can always contact us through the contact form on the platform or write us an email at hello@spotlegal.io. And we'd be more than happy to support you and answer any questions you have around that. Can I pay with credit card? Yes, naturally. You enter your card information through in the platform, you get directed to the basket page. Everything is secured through the payment services provider, integrated with the platform. And that's that. You get instantly a download, ready to use, editable document, and you get an automatically generated receipt. You can generate your invoice if you need that. Everything's plug and play. What is included in my purchase? So if you purchase one legal template, one services agreement, one coaching services agreement, you will get a fully editable Word document. When you go to the specific item on spotlegal.io, you will be able to see a short description of the document and a snapshot of what is contained, like a table of contents to support you with your decision. And if you purchase a bundle, so like a pack of legal templates, and we have those built specifically to help you start a strong legal foundation in your business, or maybe you're at the next level, we also have the grower packages, bundles. Then what you get included in that bundle is also described on the platform in that particular page of the bundle. And you can see all the types of forms that are included in the bundle, a short description of each document, a snapshot, what are some sections that are included. Everything is available there to support you to make the right choice. What's the return or refund policy? We don't accept returns or grant refunds for the legal templates purchased on spotlegal.io, given the nature of the product and how easily you can have it downloaded and in your inbox and use it right away, instantly. Now, our client satisfaction is our number one priority, and only for a limited period of time. And due to us being in December, like I said, this is my special present for you. We are going to provide support and implementation included in the price of the legal templates in the following weeks. So only when you do a purchase until the end of this year. And we've decided to do that in order to support you in starting with that strong legal foundation in your business. I cannot stress enough how important it is that you start on the right foot. And so if you're interested in that, let us know in the comments, write free implementation, or send us an email at hello@spotlegal.io, and we are here to support you. This is a one-time limited offer. We're doing this for founders and only until the end of this year. Okay, other than that, we may have a situation where by accident you may have purchased the wrong legal template. Contact us at hello@spotlegal.io and we will work out the details of your case. Is Spot Legal a law firm? Are you my lawyer if I purchase a legal template? No, Spot Legal is not a law firm, and while I am an attorney at law, I am not your attorney just by virtue of you purchasing a legal template on the platform. So in order to, for me to be able to represent you and provide you with legal advice, we would need to establish a client-attorney relationship. And how you do that is by scheduling a free legal strategy session with me at oliviaiordanescu.com. And we have a conversation where I understand what are the facts of your case, what are your circumstances in relation to that particular project, and I will give you some options, some legal strategy actions, and then you decide what's next. Okay, I'm not based in Romania or Germany. In fact, I'm in the USA. Yeah, so some of you have been watching us from across the ocean, and that's really exciting. Does this work for me? These forms were created by me as a licensed attorney in Romania. And practicing within the European Union. So based on my professional experience, as with any legal document or contract or transaction, it's best to have a lawyer licensed in your jurisdiction take a look at your agreements and advise you in accordance with applicable laws and rules and regulations. And if you don't have time or contacts or energy or simply don't want to be bothered with that, we also have clients for whom we handle those matters ourselves. Just contact us, write to us what it is you would need in principle, and we can help you find the support that you need. How do I get clients to sign my contracts? Well, if you're using your own template for your clients, which I strongly recommend you do, you can purchase a template on spotlegal.io. Then what you do is just fill in the information of your company, their company, or if you're contracting maybe as a freelancer, just make sure you have enough information there to identify the parties of the contract, the description of the services, the fee and payment terms, applicable law and jurisdiction. That's a must. And then just send it over to them so they can read it and consider the terms of the agreement. Don't just send it off for signing. Have a conversation with them. I always say that to my clients, and only after they've read it and considered the terms and clarified any questions they may have. I mean, this is reasonable, proper practice in business, right? Then you can move on to signing the agreement. You can sign the old school way, but nowadays there's basically a lot of electronic signature tools out there. You can automate this process if you don't want to do it via exchanging emails backwards and forwards. You can integrate DocuSign or, Adobe Sign. There are many tools. And you can even, like we saw in the second session about contracts and cash flow connection, you can automate this entire process from intake and onboarding to the signing of the contract and payment and monitoring and so on and so forth. Good. What is legal hacks for entrepreneurs and what is so exclusive about it? Thank you. Legal Hacks for Entrepreneurs is a community, a Facebook group. That's where we meet. But basically, it's a community for entrepreneurs who want to streamline their legal processes so they get funding or grow or scale their business. And without wasting time or legal bureaucracy or legal mumbo jumbo, I go live in the group. I do trainings every week, and I also share a lot of valuable information. We also have a weekly ask thread, and I share basically up-to-date legal information. If you are a digital entrepreneur who is looking to simplify and organize legal operations in your business, to get funding or grow or scale your business, then Legal Hacks for Entrepreneurs is definitely a community where you can connect with like-minded entrepreneurs, and this community is for you. It's not for you if you're not committed to take action. and you're just in the stands. You're sitting on the fence whether or not to invest in organizing your legal affairs, or you simply don't see the benefits of simplifying your legal operations and your business operations and accessing funding. Or maybe you're just happy with where you are. It's very comfortable and you are confident that you're in the right path. Now, how can I work with you, Olivia? Oh, thank you for this question. This is the question I've been waiting for. Okay, well, it's very simple. You first have to book a free legal strategy session on oliviaiordanescu.com. You will immediately have my calendar displayed when you go on the page, and you can pick there a day and a time that work for you. At the moment, I still have spots for January, and I encourage you to hurry up. This initial strategy session is 30 minutes. And it's designed, and you have to answer some questions prior to booking this call with me. So I get to know a little bit about you and be prepared for the meeting. And based on this information that you share with me in the form and in our meeting, and my initial assessment, you will be able to decide on the best legal strategy for you. I want you to understand and to remember and to take away from this live Q&A that my role is to support you in what you want to accomplish. And I do that by looking together with you at what are the facts of your project, what are some options that you have, and then you can have a choice and decide what's best for you. You mentioned the legal plans. What are those? Yes, this is new, available on our platform. It's the first time we are offering this to founders. So it's an absolute pleasure that we've been able to organize this and provide this. The legal plans are for you if you want to set a strong legal foundation in your business and want to bring integrity in the legal side. You want support beyond legal templates, that you found on the internet or you got from friends. You are a startup and don't have a huge volume maybe at this stage, although you want to go fast to market, right? And actually start making some sales. You enjoy being in a community with other like-minded founders, where you can safely share what you're dealing with, ask questions, get new ideas and inspiration, and benefit from training and support. Or you want to talk to an actual lawyer, not DIY everything. So if that is you, then the legal plans are for you, and my team will let you have the link in the comments for the legal plan so you can have a look. And if you have any questions about that, do let us know. And we have built the legal plans with the founders in mind and how to bring you closer to a human solution. So that being said, it's been a longer session this evening. Thank you for all your questions. It's really an honor and a privilege to have had the chance to be with you and to answer all your questions. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I wish you a wonderful Christmas for those of you who are celebrating Christmas, and happy holidays. And yeah, just stay close. Do reach out if you have any questions. And just like I promised, I hope you brought your glass of wine or champagne or whatever it is that you love, and or maybe it's tea, I'm not sure. But anyway, be bold leaders. And hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.